All right, guys, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, all depending on when and where you're logging in from, and welcome to this EtherChain workshop. Now, we have a special topic in mind, something that has been a concern for a lot of people, and that is what is happening to EtherChain right now? Why is the fund going down? And this is exactly what we're going to talk about today, and we're going to explain a little bit why this is happening, because it's very, very important for us to understand the reasons behind this. And it's definitely not the contract, we can say that. It has to do with the gas fee issue. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to actually go to a little bit of slides I just did because I want to follow them to make sure that we go through all details as we should. Now, this is being recorded so that this will be able to be shared with anyone afterwards, because this is a very, very important workshop. So guys, when we're done, please feel free to share with everyone. If you have any questions during the time as well, we'll take them after the slides themselves. So let me just share the screen here. Let me see. So we are going to talk about what is happening to EtherChain and why. Let me just hide that one, move it on to the side. So what is happening to EtherChain and why is this happening? So there's nothing to put on a share. We can all see that the EtherChain community fund is declining, and it's declining rapidly. And it is now very important for us to understand why this is. Now let's have a look at this. So today we have close to 26,000 members in EtherChain, 26,000. When there were 12, we had an average joining of 350 people daily, coming in approximately 800-900 Ethereum to the fund. Now, over the past 3 weeks, keep in mind, we're now 26,000 members. And over the past 3 weeks, less than 1,000 new members have joined EtherChain altogether. Altogether, when we had 1,000 people joining in 3 days, when we were 12,000, we now have 1,000 people joining in 3 weeks. So why is this? Well, there's one main reason, and that is the drastic spike in the Ethereum gas fee. That's it. The surge of DApp and DeFi services has caused the network to overload with traffic, and it causes the all-time high gas fee. And I don't think anyone here is happy with that, you know, paying $3, $5, $8, $15, $28, all the way up to $50 to make a deposit or a withdrawal to a contract or any other service on the blockchain. No, you know, it has crippled the community entirely. It more or less stopped the growth. And we can now see that the community fund is decreasing fast due to this. Just the last 24 hours, we had 17 people that were joining. So this is not enough to sustain the community that we already have. We know this is a community build, but when the community stops, what happens? Well, the fund will eventually stop as well. I mean, we've talked about this so many times. And unfortunately, this gas spike or the gas fee was nothing that anyone could have foreseen. It was nothing that anyone wanted to happen, would have wanted to happen, and they're all trying to make it go away with the launch of the Ethereum 2.0. But this is basically it, guys. The reason why EtherChain is declining in the fund is because of the gas fees, because the community has now stopped to promote it, because people do not see it beneficial to go in and pay 0.1, 0.15 as a gas fee when you want to go in with 0.1 or 0.5 or such. So this is what has caused it. And what do we need to do? Well, we want to look at what will happen and what will be done. So what we're going to do will be the following. Now, this has been discussed multiple times. We have gone through a leadership group. I have taken notes and a lot of ideas from a lot of people. And this is what we have coming up with. So as we all know, EtherChain is a part of EclipCity, and so are all of you, all of the members of EtherChain as well. Now, what will happen is that we will close the registration for new members to EtherChain, because we can see that it will not survive the gas fee issue. We have dropped thousands and thousands of dollars into offline and online marketing over the past weeks, and still we haven't seen an effect of it. The only effect we've seen is the gas fee issue. So to be realistic, we will see that it will not survive. So we will close the registration for new members. We do not deliberately want people to come in and they will see that it goes down or see that it will not, survive. They will not, maybe not even get their 100% back. Now we will allow for the current members who wish to make a new deposit if or when they have completed their 310 cycle, meaning anyone who is already a part of EtherChain can continue to cycle, make a redeposit, and help to feed those that came in the last. Now, for any new member that has received less than 100% of their initial deposit, they will be reimbursed up to 100%. Meaning, if you deposited 1 Ethereum to EtherChain and you only withdrew 0.7 from the fund, you will be reimbursed with 0.3 Ethereum. Guys, I don't think anyone has ever done anything similar before. We see that EtherChain is not going to survive the gas fee issue. So we as a community are pulling together to make sure that no one will go in a loss from EtherChain. And this will be done through the 3% admin fee from TronChain and all income from ID1 of Cyberchain. This is what will cover the community. So when the EtherChain fund goes to zero, we will close the site fully. We will pull all data from the contract, and we will now have blockchain proofs of statistics, and anyone who is in loss will be refunded over time. So we have access to all data and all statistics, and we will see everything. How much has been put in, how much has been taken out. If more has been put in than what has been taken out, you will be reimbursed. But this will not happen overnight, guys. It will not happen overnight because it is a lot of work. But in the end, no one is leaving EtherChain with a loss. EclipCity is not leaving anyone behind, and that's a period. So what we will do now is we will divert all focus 100% towards TronChain and Cyberchain. All DeFi services will be deployed to the Tron blockchain, continuing to build the ecosystem just as planned. But we cannot continue on the Ethereum blockchain right now because of the gas fee, because of the issues, the scalability. But when the Ethereum 2.0 has been released, solve the gas fee issue, we can again deploy this amazing project without the interference of gas fee or the scalability issues, so that we so unfortunately came to face this time. Now we can continue to build our ecosystem. EclipCity is 140,000 members strong in less than 3 months. We have only just begun, and this is a community of people that supports each other. Cyberchain, TronChain, and ETHChain are all together. If one goes down, the others will back them up. And unfortunately, EtherChain was affected this much by the gas fee that the community stopped it. There is nothing else. We can see it clearly on TronChain, where there is no gas fee. 90,000 members in less than half the time of what EtherChain was up. Guys, it is absolutely not the contract. It is absolutely not the code. It isn't even the community. It is the gas fee that was the problem. It was the gas fee that stopped the community, unfortunately. But we will move forward with this. We will not leave anyone in loss. And I said, we're not leaving anyone behind. We will divert all focus to TronChain and Cyberchain. We will divert all focus to developing the DeFi on Tron. And when Ethereum 2.0 has been deployed and everything is working as planned there, we can duplicate everything back on to the Ethereum blockchain again. So this is what we will be doing. This is the way of going forward. As of tonight, there will be absolutely no more, let me see, yeah, there will be no more new registrations happening with EtherChain. No new members can actually register with EtherChain. All links will be disabled. Anyone that is in the current system will be able to withdraw and make a deposit if they complete their 310 cycle to continue to help and feed those that came into the bottom. Now, for those who have not received at least 100%, relax, my friends. We are unique. We're different. We're something new, something needed, and we will not leave you behind. Everyone will be reimbursed so that they will have received at least 100% of their initial deposit. And from there on, guys, you can move forward with us in TronChain or Cyberchain or any other project. EclipCity has only just begun. With that, guys, let us stop the share Let us see what anyone here has to say. If there's anyone who has any questions on what I just presented to you guys, let me know in the chat box. I will try to reply them all. But basically, guys, what we're doing is that we are saving our network. I do not want anyone to go in a loss from EclipCity. We see clearly that the gas fee has crippled us. It crippled the entire community. You know, 15 members in one day is nothing. So we are going to close it. We are going to allow the community to pull out what is there. We will reimburse the members that is in a loss, and we will divert all of you to our beloved Tron chain and Ether chain. EclipCity is more than just Ether chain, and we will resurrect. Believe me in that. All right, guys, let me see here if we have any questions. I'm just going to read through the chat box here. Let's see. All right, okay. I can't see much questions, guys. That is awesome. I hope and I believe that you have all understood what we are going to do now and how we are going to strengthen this community. Guys, we take something that will be negative and we turn it 180 degrees to something positive. We are showing that we are here for the community. This will make a ripple. This will make so much noise in this community world or outside of us that it will draw people to this community. This is something no one has never done before. Let me see, I see some questions coming in here. All right, so I invested 0.4 Ethereum. I withdraw in 0.1 Ethereum. Now what? So what you guys are supposed to do now, continue to withdraw. Withdraw as much as possible. Withdraw what you can. If you cannot withdraw, let's say that you can only withdraw 0.2 and you put 0.4 in, you will be reimbursed with the remaining 0.2 so that you will have gotten back 100% of your initial deposit. What will happen when the funds goes to zero? Any strategy to help people to recover their capital only? So Akash, this is what the entire Zoom was about. Yes, there is a strategy, and anybody who has a loss in Ether chain that has not withdrawn more than they put in will be reimbursed by us. I will be using the 3% admin fee from Tron chain, and I will be using all income from ID1 on Cyberchain, and that will go back out to anyone that has taken a loss from Ether chain. So that is the strategy to help everyone recover their initial. Let's see here. So if so Cliff, if I have 0.22 Ethereum in the system, should I withdraw or should I wait for the reimbursement? You should withdraw. Everyone should withdraw. Whatever you got in there, withdraw it. Because if you, the thing is, if you don't withdraw it, someone else will withdraw it. And, you know, it doesn't matter. I will have to refund anyone and someone anyway. But hopefully, you know, it's better that you, let's say that you have 0.22 in and you haven't received your full or gained your capital back. It's better that you withdraw it than someone else who is actually in profit withdraws it, if you understand my meaning. So my advice to everyone, withdraw your funds. Of course, there's no reason to let them be in there. Withdraw as much as possible. Try to recover your capital. If that doesn't work, if you cannot get your capital back, we will help you do so. EclipCity will reimburse or refund you up to 100% of your initial. Let me see. So how do I approach new members? EtherChain, Ethereum down. I'm not really sure how you, or the question there, but how do we approach new members? Well, right now we are not approaching anyone with EtherChain. EtherChain is not going to survive, guys. We're not going to have any new registration. So even if you have somebody who is interested and wants to put Ether in, they won't be able to. They will not be able to register and make an account. And this is because we do not want to let people deliberately come into something that we see is going down just to feed the top. No. We will stop them from that. We will let the top feed the bottom with the reinvestment and redeposits until it's drained, until it's empty. And then we will use the admin fee from Tron Chain and the ID1 income from Cyberchain, and we will reimburse all members that are not in profit. So what you guys, all of you, should do is, of course, withdraw your earnings from EtherChain as soon as possible. And withdraw them, you know, as you see, the fund is decreasing with approximately 1,000, 1,200 a day. If this goes on, we have approximately 5 days left. So guys, take out your money. That is my recommendation, of course. Withdraw what you can. Let me see. So what is the process of reimburse? That's a good question, very good question, because it's very important that you guys understand that, let's say if the fund goes to zero today, you're not getting reimbursed tomorrow. When the fund goes to zero, as I explained on the contract, we will pull all the data from the contract, from the blockchain contract, so that we have statistics of each and every single member. That's 26,000 members. We will, of course, have a coding that can select them from the ones that have received more than 100% and less than 100%. And I will be given the wallet address and the statistics of all these members. Now, there will be a manual reimbursement, which will be happening from me, as I will have to reimburse from the Tron Chain admin fee and the Cyberchain ID1. So as said, when the fund goes to zero, that is when we will close the site fully, because then there's no more action to be done there. That is when we will pull the data. We will keep everybody updated because you're all in EclipCity anyway, and most likely in Tron Chain. And so we will keep everybody updated. There's nothing that is closing down or going down. Everybody will eventually be reimbursed with 100%. No doubts. This is what we are all about. We're not about this one going to profit or that one or that CEO or that company. We're building this as a community, all of us together, and we're all supporting each other. So we got to do the right thing, right? All right, let me see here. All right, this is a good question. So will the refund or the reimbursement, will it be going to Tron Chain or to our personal wallets? Well, we were discussing this, and the idea came up that, you know, the refund should be given directly as TRX, and then you can go into Tron with it, to Tron Chain with it. But then we also figured out that, you know, the data that I'm collecting from the from the EtherChain contract is in Ethereum wallets. So you will be reimbursed with Ethereum. If you guys want to come in with to Tron Chain with that, you just convert it to TRX and you go for that. Other than this, I see a lot. You know, I love your strategy. Great idea. Thank you so much. You know, guys, this is, for me, this is just common sense. You know, we're building something together. We need to take care of each other. We're one. We're a community, all of us. So for me, doing this is it's just in my nature. We're doing this all together, and we cannot leave anyone behind. So we're not going to do that. When will the now this is the kind of the fear I had. All these questions: when will the refund happen? When will the reimbursement start? When will this start? When will I get mine? When will I get this? Guys, we can expect it after we close the site. After the fund goes down to zero, expect another 2 to 3 weeks, because there's a ton of data. There's 26,000 members. I need to segregate each and every one of them and do a manual transaction. But in the end, each and every one of you who has not received at least your initial back from EtherChain will get it back from me. So that is a promise, and I believe I have kept everything that I have said since I have started this, and I will continue to do so as well. All right, so I see a lot of the questions, the same questions going up and down or coming back online. If EtherChain closing for good, if EtherChain closing down forever, temporarily, we are closing down because the community you guys, you're not building it. If you really want the truth, you guys are not building it. So I mean, no, it can't be sustained if there's no growth. And the growth is not happening because there's no gas fee. So we are closing registration for new members. The site will be up. There will be no, you guys will see no difference, but new members cannot register. Old members, you guys that are already part of the system, can continue, make withdrawals. If you complete a cycle, you can make a deposit again and continue this way until the fund goes to zero. When the fund goes to zero, we will close the site because then there's no left. No one can make deposits and no one can withdraw anymore. Then we will close it. And that is when we will pull all the data and we will start the reimbursement process. Now, during that time, I of course hope that you guys are continuing to build with Tron Chain and Cyberchain, to continue to be a part of EclipCity, because guys, we are different, we are new, and we are needed in this industry. Now, with that, guys, I hope to say that you guys are pleased with our solution and what we're going forward with. As said, no one is going to be left behind. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the commitment. And thank you for everything you've been doing for EtherChain, because you have done more than any other person that I have ever known. Guys, we have built this together. Unfortunately, we saw this gas fee spike, and that caused an issue that crippled us. So we know it works. It's sad. It's very sad. I am deeply sad about this. It is absolutely not something that I wanted to see happening, but it is. But the only thing that I can do is to turn this negative thing to a positive thing. And I can help each and every one of you to continue with our community, to continue with our EclipCity, because that is the final destination, guys. God bless you all, guys. Thank you so much. If there were any questions that were not replied to, let's take them back into the group. This is going to be uploaded. It is going to be posted in the chat before I open the chat group again, because I know what kind of questions is going to come. So on the Telegram chat group, that is going to be closed for about an hour. Video will be uploaded, pushed out, and then I will open it again. Take the time to view it again. Send it to everybody that you know are in EtherChain. Everyone needs to hear about this so that everyone can feel confidence, so that they can feel that their concern about what is happening is actually being dealt with, that we're doing something for them. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.